In this series, my good buddy James and I will be opening 36 packs or one booster box of a main series Pokemon set. We will then build a deck with our drafted cards and face each other in a best 2 out of 3 match. Regardless of the outcome, each of us will have a chance to improve our odds in the following episode. And each week we will open the next set in chronological order, adding new cards to our collection and unleashing powerful new strategies. Join us for this awesome adventure and welcome to the Pokémon Progression Series.
Neo Discovery is the second set in the Neo era, and kind of similar to Jungle in the sense that it is one of, if not the smallest set throughout the entirety of the Neo era, as it only has 48 unique cards, and there's really not a lot going on in this set that is worthwhile, but there are a couple of cards that we're looking to pick up, starting with Espeon. Espeon is a free retreater that has two pretty decent attacks. 20 for 2 colorless is pretty much the standard for Neo as far as good low-end attacks go. And then you have Psychic, which is an attack we've seen all throughout Pokemon's history, which does 30 damage and then 10 more damage for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. So obviously this is an attack that heavily depends on what your opponent is playing or how many energy they have attached to their active Pokemon. But what's really important about this is the free retreat cost, as 30 damage alone is enough to be worthwhile. But as I've said before in the Neo Genesis episode, free retreaters are more important in this format than they ever have been because of the lack of switches and gusting effects. Then we have Fortress, which is one of the only good metal Pokemon that we get in this set, and it has an amazing ability if you use it properly. Its ability, or its Poke Power, is Spikes. During your opponent's turn, whenever one of their benched Pokemon becomes the active Pokemon, this ability does 10 damage to said Pokemon, which might not sound like a lot on its own, but considering that this stacks, if you have 3 or 4 of these set up on your bench, you can be dealing massive amounts of damage without even attacking. And its attack isn't that bad either. It's Rapid Spin for 2 colorless, 1 metal energy. It does 30 damage, and then your opponent switches out their active for one of their benched, which makes it more likely that they'll end up having to bring out a different Pokemon from their bench during their next turn, because the chances are that whatever their active Pokemon was whenever you attacked was the one that they wanted to keep active. It makes it so that comboed with its Poke Power, it's very difficult for your opponent to justify bringing in Pokemon that they want to in order to further their strategy. So you can really keep your opponent off of whatever they're doing, or make them decide that they're just willing to take that extra damage in order to achieve what they're wanting to. Houndoom is probably the best dark attacker we get in this set, as for 2 colorless and 1 darkness energy, it does 30 damage, and then until the end of your next turn, any attack that would do damage to the defending Pokemon does an extra 20 damage. So considering it already has the darkness energy requirement, assuming you don't have rainbow energy, like if you're in James' situation, then it'll be doing 40 damage. And then the next turn, if you attack with Crunch again, it'll be doing 60 damage, which pretty much one-shots everything in the format, barring, I think, the starters and Steelix, at least up to this point anyways. And then if you don't have access to the Darkness Energy, Flamethrower is a decent attack as well, which is another attack that we've seen time and time again throughout the entirety of the Pokemon TCG, where it's 2 Fire Energy and 1 colorless, does 50 damage, but you have to discard a fire in order to use it. So that's pretty much the standard for attacks like that, and I think Houndoom could definitely make its way into a few of our decks. The only problem is the good Houndour, so to speak, is a rare as well, and there is another Houndour in Uncommon, which we'll talk about later, but again, since it's uncommon, it's not guaranteed that we'll get playsets of even the Houndour, let alone get a single copy of the Houndoom. Magnemite is kind of interesting here. I don't really think it's worthwhile as a metal strategy. If you're playing metal energy already, then sure, why not? But unless you're playing lightning energy, I don't think this Pokemon is worth running at all. But it is interesting nonetheless, as its electric bolt attack makes you flip 2 coins, and then if both of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. However, if either of them are tails, the attack does nothing, which is really bad. But luckily, it has its first attack, which is lock on for one colorless. During your next turn, you can treat any tails as if they were heads for your electric bolt attack. Meaning, if you use lock on while you're setting this Pokemon up or just throughout the duel, then your electric bolt is guaranteed to do the 50 damage and paralyze. So, obviously, you're not going to want to leave this in since the next time you use it, it will most likely fail. But after doing the 50 damage and paralysis, unless your opponent has some sort of switching card in the form of Double Gust or Warp Point, then the next turn you can retreat this for something that'll actually get in that chip damage and get the knockout, and then you can repeat the process all over again. Now, there's not a Magneton in this set, but as far as the Magnemite alone, it's pretty decent if you're already playing Lightning Energy, like I said, but if you're not, I wouldn't consider running this. Politoed is another card that sort of facilitates its own deck. It has the Pokepower Frog Song. If you have 4 Poliwraths, Politoads, Poliwags, any of those in play, either you or your opponent, then its double slap attack does an additional 40 damage regardless of how many heads or tails you get, which means Double Slap now turns into a base 40 and then can do an additional 40 for each heads you flip for a total possible damage output of 120 damage, which is really good. Unfortunately, it's on a stage 2 and we still don't have a great way to get evolution Pokemon outside of Dark Dragonair. So you'd have to play dedicated lines of the Poliwag line and the Dark Dragonairs to really justify this. I think it could work for sure, even though it has a pretty high energy cost. I think that in the right situation, this could be a good card. And the Poliwrath isn't bad either, but unfortunately, there aren't any Poliwrath outside of this one in this format, and the Poliwrath here requires fighting energy. So if you're going to play both, then you would have to facilitate, or you would have to play both water and fighting energy, which could definitely clunk up your deck. Tyranitar is a pretty big card as far as HP goes. It has 100 in HP, just 20 behind the starter standard. Its slam attack for 3 colorless does 30 damage for each heads you get off of 2 coin flips, so can do up to 60 damage, which is definitely pretty good. And then its trample attack is what's really good, but unfortunately we don't have access to it because it has 2 darkness energy in its energy requirement, which makes it pretty difficult to pull off since I only have the 1 darkness energy and 2 rainbow, and then James only has 2 darkness energy. So, whereas this is a really good card, and if we were playing in a more standard format or just non-restricted format, then I think this card would definitely see play, but because of the energy requirement, it's just kind of difficult. And unfortunately, Umbreon is actually in the same spot here. There is another Umbreon in the set that just isn't quite as good. Its bite attack is worth running, however. It has the same bite attack as the Espeon did for just 2 colorless, 20 damage. And then its feint attack is similar to Murkrow's, as you can choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and it does 30 damage to it. However, this has 2 darkness energy in its attack cost as well, so whereas by default, if you are choosing your opponent's defending Pokemon, it'll be doing 50 damage. It's just we don't have access to darkness energy like this right now. Now, later on, once darkness energy gets reprinted alongside rainbow energy, this card could make a bigger splash, but right now it is sitting in the same boat as Tyranitar. Something interesting about the rares here is, if you'll notice, the count is a little bit different, and that's because Espeon and Umbreon actually get 2 completely different cards compared to what their original was. They both have a quick attack for 2 colorless and then does 10 damage, and then on a coin flip will do 20 more, and then they have their own unique attack. Unfortunately, neither one of them are really that crazy. I would say the Espeon is better just because it has Psybeam for 30, and then on a coin flip confuses. Umbreon's secondary attack does also do 30 damage here. Umbreon has Pursuit, which during your opponent's next turn, if their defending Pokemon were to retreat, then it receives 10 damage. Both of them are pretty good, but I would say not as good as their main rare holo. The Umbreon here, though, is going to be more playable than the rare holo Umbreon just for us because it only has the one darkness requirement. But the other thing that's interesting is we actually just get two cards that are only available at regular rare, Butterfree and the much more playable Beedrill. Also, the core part of the Speedrill deck, as it only requires one grass energy, triple poison, does 10 damage, and then on a coin flip, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned, but they put 3 damage counters on it in between each turn instead of the 1. So that damage will add up very quickly, and most importantly, it's also a free retreater, which, not to beat a dead horse, but free retreaters are insane in this format. Also, the triple poison is really good because, again, there's limited switching and gusting effects, so it makes your opponent really struggle. In the uncommon, there's a few more cards that we're looking at. Eevee is the star of the Eevee deck because of its energy evolution Pokepower. Whenever you attach an energy to Eevee during your turn, you can flip a coin and then search your deck for a Pokemon of that same color type and evolve Eevee into it. What's really interesting about this, and this is a part of the strategy that only I have access to, is this does work with Rainbow Energy, and when you use Rainbow Energy, since it counts as every type of energy but only provides one energy, it means whenever you attach Rainbow Energy to Eevee, you can search for any evolution, which is really, really good. And this is a deck that we would maybe consider playing because the Espeon is pretty good and the regular rare Umbreon is definitely playable. The uncommon Houndour is really good as well because of its Plunder attack. It's pretty interesting as it's the first attack of its kind where before doing damage, you can discard all trainer cards attached to the defending Pokemon before they affect the damage. 20 damage isn't a crazy number, but it does require Darkness Energy, so assuming that you do have the proper Darkness Energy and not a Rainbow, then now it's doing 30, and you're getting rid of a tool card like maybe Focus Band or Goldberry that could potentially negate that damage. So this is a good tech option. It's a little unfortunate because of the fact that it requires a Darkness Energy. If it didn't, then this would just be a shoo-in in pretty much all of our decks as a way to control the tool cards that our opponent is able to use. Igglybuff is a new baby Pokemon that we get here, and it's probably the weakest that we'll ever get, outside of maybe, I think, one more that comes out in Neo Revelation. But its Pokepower Gaze. Once during your turn, you can choose one of your opponent's benched Pokemon that has a Pokepower, and that power stops working until the end of this turn. So the reason why it's not that good is because it says until the end of this turn. If it said until the end of your opponent's next turn, then this card would be cracked. But this means that Noctowls will still work. It means that all of your opponents, like starter Pokemon, would still work. Their Eevees would still work. Any of their abilities that help them on their turn are still going to work. The only thing that this really stops, to my knowledge, as far as what's going to affect you, are Dark Vileplumes, Fortresses, and Dark Dugtrios. I think those are the only 3 cards that this really matters for. I mean, I guess as well as Slowking, but Slowking isn't nearly as good in our format. So Igglybuff is a baby, so it's still good, but it's definitely the weakest we've had so far. Fossil Egg is pretty interesting as well because it is the alternative to Mysterious Fossil that we get since Mysterious Fossil rotated, but you have to flip a coin, and then if heads, you can search your deck for a card that evolves from Mysterious Fossil and put it onto your bench. What's unfortunate about this card is that it's a coin flip. Obviously, that really sucks because if it was guaranteed, then this card would actually be pretty good and definitely make the Fossil deck worth playing. There is something I'll get to later that will definitely maybe make it more considerable to play the Fossil deck. The Fossil deck is also kind of high rarity as well, so it's a bit weird, but it is a decent card if you're going to play that deck, but otherwise it makes it completely worthless as opposed to Mysterious Fossil, which actually had some tech and versatile uses. And in common, here we have actually the Ammonite, which has the Pokepower Revive Fossil, and Kabuto has something similar, but only works for Kabutos. But Ammonite, on a coin flip each turn, you can search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from Mysterious Fossil and put it onto your bench. So if you can get one Mysterious Fossil off, then, or one Fossil Egg off, then you can use Ammonite to just keep getting the rest of your fossil Pokemon out into play and keep pushing to expand your board without the reliance of Fossil Egg. Tyrogue is a baby that we get introduced to here that is actually pretty good. It has free retreat just like the rest of the babies, but it has Smash Punch, which on a coin flip does 30 damage. Pretty simple, but it's actually really good, and considering Elekid just got banned, this is probably the baby that we're most looking forward to picking up, as we don't really have a solid baby attacker now. And since it's colorless, like all the other babies, it makes it so we can play it in any deck. Unknown Engage is probably the only unknown worth playing outside of the tech options. Whenever you put Unknown Engage onto your bench, your opponent can shuffle their hand into their deck and draw 4, but then either way you can do the same. So this is the first real Bibarel or Mew type card where it allows you to refill your hand. Of course, since it's the Neo era, your opponent has the same option though, but more than likely you're going to be using this card when your opponent already has a pretty sizable hand, so it's unlikely they'll do it, and instead you'll just get the benefit, which is pretty nice. And then the last card in Neo Discovery that we want to talk about here is Energy Arc, which is a huge card because we have been desperate for an Energy Search type of effect ever since Energy Search got rotated. So you flip 2 coins, and then for each heads, you can search your deck for a basic energy. I would actually consider this a just straight up improvement over energy search, since there's the possibility of searching 2 energy. Obviously, it's just as likely that you can't search any energy off of this, but I think that since on average you're going to be searching 1, and then sometimes you'll be searching 2, this card is definitely going to be making its way into most of our decks. And with that, that is pretty much all Neo Discovery has to offer. There's, of course, going to be some hidden gems and other cards that we'll be talking about throughout the draft, but those are the most important cards in this set, and I'm really looking forward to opening it, despite the fact that this probably won't have a huge impact on the metagame, but you never know. Let's wait and see. See you in the draft.
Alright, losers will. Let's see what I get. And it's Ditto, which I'll just be using to get metal energy as well. It's completely busted, so kinda have to.
Alright, so we won the last episode. Pretty surprisingly, actually. I didn't think that we were going to be able to win against Riptide for Alligator. So now we get to spin a pretty broken wheel here. And I'm really hoping for Hollow, because then I could get a Cleffa and like really make him shit his pants. Double Blister would be cool too for the same reason. I could get a Cleffa and that'd be broken. I don't really think there's anything I want to grab with Ditto, as I think I have full play sets of everything, but let's just spin and find out what we get. It is uncommon. Alright, so that's the worst of them, but let's see what we can grab with this. After some rigorous thought as to what card I should pick, I've settled on Goldberry. Just an extra copy of it I don't think can hurt. I was considering Bayleaf or even Skiploom. Those are decks that I would have considered running for this past episode, but I think seeing sort of what happened with James and running stage 2s, you really need consistency to run stage 2 Pokemon, and if the payoff isn't great enough, I don't think there's any reason to even try it, and I don't think Meganium is good enough to try it. I don't think Jumpluff is good enough to try it. Whereas Jumpluff, I would maybe lean more towards, just because I have so many Jumpluff, pulled like 6 Jumpluff. I just think it's not good enough. So we went with Goldberry because it's a stall option and it buys us a turn. So I may regret this decision and may wish that I would have gone with Skiploom, but I know we'll get more Skiploom down the line, whereas I don't think Goldberry is a guarantee. So I'm going to lock it in. We're just going to grab a gold berry. Not super thrilled with it, but it is what it is.
Alright. Neo Discovery. Our strength's not that great. It's a pretty small set, so chances are you'll get some alright stuff. Fortress is pretty good. Politoed is alright. Smeargle, I don't think that's great. Houndour and Umbreon. Hitmontop. Houndour. Unknown. Poliwrath. Houndoom. Tyranitar. Unknown. Poliwrath. Smeargle. Unknown. Kabutops. Unknown again, which is a waste, in my opinion. Fortress. Houndoom. Another Fortress. Scizor. Espeon. Beedrill. Another Fortress. Hitmontop. Smeargle. Another Beedrill. Houndour. Umbreon. Unknown. Another Beedrill. Butterfree. Espeon. Politoed, and an Umbreon.
36 packs of Neo Discovery starting now. Now, what we're really looking for are these cards right here. The unknowns are crazy, especially Engage here. This is really the only one I'm like particularly looking to find. I don't really think the rest of them are great. Oh, there's the third one. Tyrogue is the other common that we're really looking for here. Lots of unknowns. Caterpie is really good. Haymaker Light card, as well as the Weedle line. I'm looking to pick up all of that. Omastar's crazy. The Unknown N is really good because it basically just turns off Noctowl as far as it being an attacking option, just making it so that you just don't get to attack with Noctowl. For a rare, we get an Ursaring. The rares, there's not really a whole lot in the rare slot that's good in this set, but common and uncommon is really where it's at. I'd like to pull a playset of the Omastar. I don't think the Fossil deck is particularly good, but I wouldn't mind trying it. I really think playing the Engage Unknowns, though, is going to be a good tech option. Oh, we actually get... So we got another Tyrogue. I didn't mean to flip them all up at once there like that, but we got another Tyrogue. We got the Kabuto, which Kabuto's fine. I don't think it's as good as the Omastar line. I probably wouldn't run it. But the Houndour and the Houndoom back-to-back. Houndour also has a rare that's a fire instead of a dark, but this is actually the better one, as right now this is the only card that can get rid of tool cards. Its attack, before doing damage, you can discard all trainer cards attached to the defending Pokemon, which is really, really good. Gets rid of any sort of like Focus Band or Goldberry that might make it so they survive the next turn. You just don't have to worry about it, which is really good. I would probably play this in this week. I might actually look into building a dark deck because I have the Rainbow Energy to facilitate it, so I might run a dark package this week. And we have the Ruin Wall too to search out the Unknown Engage. I would maybe play a couple copies of these if I was leaning hard into it. Another Ruin Wall, another Omastar, as well as an Omanyte. Third Tyrogue already, 3 packs in. We're looking pretty good. The Omanyte is crazy, searches out any of the Pokemon that evolved from fossils. Wobbuffet unfortunately sucks, but like I said, there's not really too much going on in the rare slot that's worth it. Energy Arc, this is another one of the commons that I'm really looking to pick up, as it allows us to play any sort of energy deck. This is the only reason why I was even considering going with Bayleaf or the Skiploom, as without Energy Arc, Misty's Tears is really the only deck you can build around. Igglybuff, the other baby in the set. Igglybuff isn't as good because there aren't really too many abilities that interact with us during our turn, so we're not really too worried about this card. Another Ruin Wall we'll definitely take, and honestly, Poliwrath isn't bad either because we have 2 Metal Energy, so if it weren't for the fact that it's a stage 2, we could probably play this. Oh, that's one of the few rares we're actually looking to pick up. We definitely want Fortresses, its ability, make it so that whenever your opponent switches in, they take 10 damage, which is crazy. Hyper De-Evolution Spray is really important for the Dark Crobat deck that we'll see down the line. The Eevee's not bad either if we ever find ourselves wanting to play an Eevee deck. This is the EV2 play. Otherwise, not much else going on here. We already got a playset of Tyrogue. Not looking to pick any more of those up. Another Ammonite. Definitely looking at that. The Hoppip. This was the other reason why I was considering taking a Skiploom, is because this Hoppip goes crazy. Scizor is decent, but unfortunately, I don't think it's good enough because it rounds down, so we probably won't be playing it. Another Omanite. That's our third Omanite. So we just need, I think, one more Omanite and two more Omastar, and I would definitely play this deck. One Butterfree. Wish that was a Beedrill, because I would definitely play the Beedrill deck this week if I got it. Yeah, otherwise, again, not much going on here. Neo Discovery is a bit of a weird set. Another Energy Arc. Definitely happy about that. We got a Kakuna, which is our first step to playing the Beedrill deck. D is actually good as well because it's dark. We actually got the dark and the metal back to back. These are the counters to the darkness and metal decks respectively. Politoed is just way too high end to even bother with. We got a Tyranitar. The Tyranitar is actually really good. I don't think I could play it just because A, it's a stage 2, and B, we only have the one darkness energy. But later on, once darkness reprints, I'll definitely be glad to have a copy of this. We did get our fourth Omanite and our third Omastar, I believe. So I'm pretty happy about that. The Pineco is kind of weird. It's funny. If we play Fortress, obviously we have to play the Pineco, so I don't hate seeing that. Hitmontop, unfortunately, is kind of unplayable. Nothing really too good in this pack. We got pretty much everything we already need very early on. Just looking for some niche rares. There's a Houndour. This would at least make playing Houndour possible, but I'm really looking for the Darkness Houndour. We did get an Umbreon. This is what I believe to be the better Umbreon because it does 40 base damage if you have a Dark attached, and then if your opponent tries to retreat, it does 10 damage, and this pairs really well with Fortress as well, making it so that if they retreat, they'll be doing 20 damage instead. It's pretty good. There's our second Fortress, Epic, and our second Houndour. This is definitely looking to be pretty good. I think it's only our second, maybe our third engage. I definitely want 3 of it. I probably wouldn't play more than 3, but I definitely need at least 2. And our third Energy Arc as well. Really happy to see that. Just one more, and I'll feel like I've already won this episode. That's our third Houndour. Perfect. We probably wouldn't even play the Houndooms because Houndour is good enough on its own. Really just play it as tool removal. And our third engage, maybe our fourth. Kind of lost count a while ago, but yeah, we are already looking to wrap things up here. We did get another Umbreon. This is the less good one in my opinion, despite this one being the hollow. I love the artwork on this. It makes Umbreon look so menacing and lifelike. But Feint Attack can do up to 50 on the active or just snipe 30 for whatever Pokemon. About halfway through now. We got another normal counter, which is pretty good. Say no to Noctowl. That's our fourth Houndour. 2 of the wrong ones and our fourth Energy Arc. Alright, now there's really nothing else I'm looking for in this set. We already got everything we need. Actually, I need Fossil Eggs. I don't have a single Fossil Egg. What rarity is Fossil Egg? Isn't it a common? I don't have any Fossil Eggs. What the heck? I would like to see. I mean, I got an Espeon. Espeon's pretty good. But I would like to see Fossil Eggs. I don't think I've gotten any. Second Scizor. Second Kakuna. Still no Beedrills. And no Fossil Eggs. Now I'm, like, actually concerned. Not that Fossil Egg is, like, essential to... Oh, it's an uncommon. That's why. Alright. I might have actually gotten one and missed over it, but I think this is our first one. Second Poliwrath, too. Not bad. With us having the Metal Energy. Now I am just looking for one more Omastar and another. I need 3 more Fossil Eggs. A third Fortress, we'll take it. We'll take a third Fortress. Our rare luck has been very good this episode. We already got 3 Umbreons and 3 Fortress, so we could literally play the deck. I mean, we don't really have the energy to facilitate it, but I think Fortress is good enough as is with 2 Metal Energy, so I would probably run it. That's a 4th Fortress. Wow. We're set. We can literally just set up 4 Fortress and say, no, sorry, you can't retreat. That's broken. Yeah, I'm lost for words. Screw the Fossil deck. I'd love to play the Fossil deck because I think it'd be cool, but we're playing Fortress. I don't really think there's much else to say here. We already got everything we need to play the Fortress deck. Now we're set on EVs too, so we could even play it with the Umbreon if we needed to. I'd like to see one more of the good Umbreon. That's our second or third copy of Fossil Egg? I'm not sure. Another Houndour, though. So we now have 3 of the fire, 2 of the dark, I believe. So looking pretty good there. There's another of the hollow Umbreon, but this isn't the one I wanted. Another Kakuna. Still no Beedrill, though, so fortunately. I mean, I think Kakuno's fine on its own, but you really need the Beedrill because it can't really do any damage. Oh, well, we got the Beedrill now, so at least now, if we win the next episode, we have a 50% chance of getting another Beedrill. So, or if we lose, we have a 50% chance of getting another Beedrill. So, feeling pretty happy about that. Really would like to see another Fossil Egg. We did get another Houndoom, so that's pretty good too, because I think Houndoom is pretty good for a fire attacker, even though it's dark. There's nothing that resists dark. However, there's also nothing that's weak to dark yet. So, but we just resist Psychic, so it just makes it so we say no to Psychic. But yeah, Houndoom is pretty good. If you can get 2 fire and a dark on there, this is a very powerful card. Oh, we get a second Beedrill. Okay. We might actually be coming up on a hard decision now. If we get 3 Beedrill, I would probably play this deck instead, because I think Speedrill is a bit better. We don't have the Breeder, because obviously Speedrill was mainly, I believe, a base through Neo deck, but still looking pretty solid. We got a Magnemite. That's hilarious. It's not really that good, but funny that we got it. Looking for one more Omastar, one more Fossil Egg. Well, we got the Omastar, so I just need some Fossil Eggs and another Beedrill. The Smeargle is hilarious, but I'm not going to play it. We get a Fossil Egg. We definitely have enough Omastars now. We even get a second Tyranitar, which, again, not going to be looking to play this episode, but glad to have 2 copies of it, so that way down the line we can maybe build something with it. One more Beedrill, and I will be through the roof. I'll be fucking over the moon if we get another Beedrill. 2 more packs. I need 1 more Beedrill. We get a third Houndoom. I'm not mad about it. Houndoom is definitely one of the best rare hollows in the set, so I can't complain about a Houndoom. Last pack here. Fossil Egg, Beedrill. Fossil Egg, Beedrill. Fingers crossed. Fossil Egg, Beedrill. Oh, we didn't get the Fossil Egg. Instead, we got Kabutops. This is going to be an interesting set to build around. So let's see what we can make.
Alright, doing the deck profile for Neo Discovery. Based off our polls, we're going to do Beedrill Fortress. The main idea is, since Beedrill can do the triple poison and really poison them, it'll force him to want to switch, otherwise he'll be taking now 3 poison damage per swap. So I use Fortress in turn with that to, if he does swap, he'll be taking damage either way. He stays in, takes lots of poison damage, swaps out, takes some spike damage. Run 3 of those, 4 of the pine cones, 4 of the Kakunas, 4 of the Weedles. We got some Tyrogues in here, just for their babiness. Maybe to stop something he has. I mean, it is a fighting type, so 30 damage on if he has like a normal type in that's weak to fighting, 60 damage. Knowing that Tyrogue is the thing that was common in the set, I'm expecting him to run them, so that's why I'm having some of these Spearows in here. They're free recost. Is the main thing. I also thought about using Hoppip, but then I thought that'd just be too much fire weakness in case he did bring a fire deck. But we also have like grass if he has that, and if I can get Beedrill up, then the fighting weakness to deal with Tyrogue. Cause yeah, Spearow's mostly there for the fighting resistance. Didn't want to use the 30 body one because I just felt like it was too weak. Got Energy Arc to get more energy. Only running 12 grass, and then the 2 metal for the fortresses. Don't have enough for all of them to be set up, which I don't really plan to really set them up. But it's there just as an option if I need to. Nightly Garbage Run to get the energy or, any evolution cards back. Sneak Attack always there for the trainers. Double Gust since, Gust of Wind's not in, that's what we gotta use. Mostly there for if I need to swap one of his Pokemon out or swap one of mine out, like Fortress gets in there. Surge also plays on that a little bit, since if I have a basic in hand, I can just swap them out without having to double gust if I want them to stay in. If I had more surges, I'd probably run them. And then 2 focus bands, because, always good to have those. Goldberry, since I don't have 4 focus bands, I just put in 2 Goldberries in the place of where the 4 focus band would be. Erica for draw power. I threw in a bill, the one bill I had. It's good because drawing 4 versus giving him the potential 3, just the 4 for myself is a lot better. Running some Master Balls so I can grab what I need, potentially. Main thing is poison. Might use Pin Missile if, needed. But, I feel like it'd be fun to play. It'd be kind of like a weird stall deck almost. See how it goes.
All right, so coming off of our win from last week, I'm still not feeling entirely confident with our card pool, but we did get pretty fortunate with our draft, and we got 4 Fortress. And Fortress is one of the best cards out of Neo Discovery with its ability that can do stackable 10 damage every time your opponent brings a bench Pokemon to the active spot on their turn. By any means, whether it's from retreating or trainer card, doesn't matter. Fortress will do 10 damage, and with 4 of them on the bench, it'll be doing 40, which will definitely keep them off switching in Pokemon. We're also playing Dark Dragonair to help bring it out, and obviously we have to play the 4 Pineco as well. And then on top of this, we're combining it with Speedrill, or Beedrill rather, as Speedrill was the name of the archetype that was given to Beedrill's deck. So this is Speedrill Spikes. The reason why Beedrill pairs so well with Fortress is it often forces your opponent to choose between having their Pokemon knocked out from poison or being knocked out from a switch-in. So triple poison on a coin flip does 10 damage and then poisons them, but the poison does 30 damage in between each turn instead of 10. So you can realistically do 70 damage just on your turn if they don't retreat. So Beedrill gets scary very quickly for just 1 energy, and then Pin Missile can come up in certain situations, especially in the mirror, as triple poison, if you get a Tails, does nothing to Fortress since it resists grass, whereas Pin Missile, if you get at least 2 heads, it'll do at least 10 damage, and then from there it'll keep growing by 20. So it's pretty good. And then the Kakuna, we're playing 3 Kakuna and 3 Weedle as well, which I think is fine. We only got the 2 Beedrill, otherwise we'd be playing more, but Kakuna is a good stall option since if your opponent tries to attack it after it uses Secrete Poison, their active becomes poison, and then it does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is pretty crazy. And Weedle too is a good starter as it can potentially do 20 and poison. So the whole line causes poison and just combos really well with Fortress. We're also playing 4 Double Gust, which maybe should be Warp Point, but I think Double Gust is just a bit better in a situation where we find ourselves using our Beedrills more, like we're short on Fortresses. So I think Double Gust can be better in some situations. Playing 4 Energy Arc to search out our Grass Energy. It's on a coin flip, but most of the time we should be grabbing at least 1 grass. 2 Erica for draw power, as well as our 2 Secret Mission and 3 Professor Elms, all just in here to help with consistency. As well as consistency, we're playing Good Manners, which searches out basics, 2 Master Balls, which searches out any Pokemon from the deck, and 2 Boss's Way, as it searches out dark Pokemon. Specifically, this is here for Dark Dragonair. We're playing the 1 Focus Band and the 2 Goldberry since we got the extra one from our Winner's Wheel. I think this is pretty good, especially on Fortress. Focus Band's not that good if he ends up playing a Fortress deck too. The Goldberry will come in handy because it just keeps Fortress alive, or Beedrill, either way. And then we're playing 2 Nightly Garbage Run to just get back anything that we need, whether it be energy or Pokemon that we want to get back into the deck in the late game. As for energy, we're playing 7 Grass Energy, which I think is fine. I wish I could fit more, but it's a really tight list. Playing 3 lines of Pokemon, and one of them is a Stage 2, so unfortunately can't really fit that many energy, and we need the 2 Metal and the 2 Rainbow just to be able to attack with Fortress. His attack is pretty good. Fortress's attack switches out your opponent's Pokemon, and then you retreat as well. It's kind of like a built-in Warp Point, which is pretty cool. And then the 1 Recycle Energy, just because it's a great card to have when retreating. This will mainly be used on Fortresses since it has colorless energy and its attack cost. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward deck. Just force them into the worst kind of ultimatum of die from poison or die from spikes. So this is Speedrill Spikes. Hopefully we can clutch out a W. So if you want odds or evens?
Odds.
Evens.
Trade.
I will be going first. And I did get a basic here.
Same.
I'll be putting something on my bench as well. Alright. Good luck. Let's flip them up.
Screw you, hope you die. Oh. Both playing grass here.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I will draw for turn.
I mean, I know you won't. I
What?
mean, never mind.
What?
Nothing.
No. I want to hear it now.
I was gonna say, I know you won't have the exact same deck I'm running. There's no way you're running the exact same deck.
I'm gonna good manners here. No basic.
Alright.
And then I will grab a basic.
You're running Dark Pokemon, I guess. I guess the Dark Dragonair again?
Maybe.
Oh, is it Dark Duck Trio?
Maybe. No, it's the Dark Dragonair, yeah. I will boss's way. So let's grab a Dark Dragonair now.
I didn't see that coming.
Dark Dragonair, adding it to my hand. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Master Ball as well after shuffling.
Alright.
Then we'll peep the 7 here. See if we can get a Pokemon. I will grab a. I'm just gonna put it on my bench then.
Okay. Oh my god.
This is gonna be fun.
I see.
So let's see. You can actually do some pretty significant damage here.
That's
Which
full on
isn't
indeed.
great, but I can't really do much about it either. So I think I'm just going to attach a grass energy to my Weedle, and then I will pass it to you, which it's already on your turn.
Thank God you didn't put the energy on Pineco and just go straight for win.
I mean, I guess I probably should have. We are literally on the exact same deck. That is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, when I seen the Pinecone, I was like, he's probably just running it with whatever else. No, you're running the exact same.
Yeah. Well, so I looked at the combo of like Beedrill and Fortress, and I was like, this is too cracked not to play.
Your ball. Yeah. The beat.
Nice.
Play the grass energy. Spike stab you then. Which I flip a coin if nothing. If tails, nothing. God dang it.
Draw for turn. I will Dark Dragonair. I will go ahead and use Dark Dragonair's ability. And I will...
I'm guessing Dark Dragonair is just pretty meta in this format.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. Because, I mean, next set, it gets much worse because we get a trainer card that basically does the same thing. But for these first 2 sets, it seemed pretty good. I'm going to search for a Kakuna and then just evolve the Weedle. I do have the Fortress. I'll evolve my bench Fortress, or my bench Pineco into Fortress. And then I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. We'll also evolve my fortress. And I will evolve
I hate this card.
the Kakuna. I will slap another energy on it. I'll also put a gold berry on it.
Oh, joy.
And then I guess I'll just go for Secret Poison. If you decide to hit me, there will be consequences.
Alright, I'll try not to. Draw for a turn. I'll pass. I don't really have much going on, I'll pass.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't got much going on either. Okay, well, now at least I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright,
you got the Beedrill in
Beedrill.
hand. Yeah.
Beedrill. I'm gonna slap the third energy on Beedrill. Then I'm gonna Elm. Draw the 7, and then I can't play any more trainer cards this turn. I'm gonna go for the Pin Missile. Alright, first roll. Of course. Second one. Yeah. Third one.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Fourth one.
There you go.
Yeah, see,
Alright.
that's why we did that.
Alright, so I'm now halfway there to the knockout.
D20.
Draw for turn. Okay. Alright. I'll attach a metal energy to Fortress.
I'm seeing Fortress as this huge wall right now for both of us.
Yeah, Fortress is tough to get over.
Mostly because he resists grass, and we're both running grass decks.
Yeah, literally. I think I'm just cool with passing.
Draw for turn energy on Fortress. I'm gonna play Bill's Teleporter. If I can get ahead, it's better than Erica. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Because then you don't get any of the buff of it.
Yeah, I would
didn't
have
feel like
played
this
Bill's
deck
Teleporter,
really
but
would.
I only have 2.
So I get to draw the 4. Alright, I'm gonna sneak it back. Let's see what's in here.
Oh, you'll get some good stuff here.
Goldberry, Secret Mission, and Double Gust. I think the Double Gust is. Oh, I'm gonna do that.
You going with the double gust?
I think that's the best option for me, yeah. I guess I'll just try and go for knockout. And we get it.
Yeah. What do I want to bring out? I will bring out my Kakuna. Then I'll draw for turn. I'm going to use Dark Dragonair's ability, grabbing a Beedrill.
That definitely is good. I mean, you only need 1 to get it going.
I will just go for triple poison here. And I get the heads.
Which will do the 40, and I'll just have the Goldberry goes off, so
Yes.
I don't have any damage. I just have poison.
You are now poisoned. I wish there was
What
a
is
way
it
to
that-
like mark that
Nick-
you were poisoned. What does highlighting a card do?
Got bigger.
It
You don't
just
have
gets
like
swollen.
a poison counter.
All right, it's your
I
turn.
mean, I just got stung by a bee.
You all swole up now.
All right, I'm gonna play.
Koga or the Surge is Spearow.
I also will play Erica.
I will choose to draw 3.
I will then play. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retreat in Fortress.
You're gonna bring in
Which
Fortress.
he will take. Yeah, he's gonna take 10 damage.
Okay.
This will get rid of the poison.
Having 10 damage on Fortress isn't a huge deal in this matchup.
Yeah, but we're not done yet. Up another energy. Do I want to? Oh wait, maybe I don't want to. I'm gonna double gust, bringing out your Fortress.
Bring out my Fortress. Okay.
Oh wait, actually wait. No. I think. You know what? No, I'm gonna bring out your Dragonair. That thing's gonna be annoying.
Oh,
Long run getting you set up. Who will you bring out?
I mean, I guess I have to bring out the Beedrill here.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why I retreated into Fortress first, because the double gust, you would have got chose Fortress, and then I'd be kind of stuck.
Now, it is important to know here that Fortress's ability still does trigger.
Yeah, I know. Take my 10 damage. And then we'll put down a Weedle and an energy on the Weedle. And then a focus band on my Beedrill. I guess I'll just go for End Missile again. It's just a better option right now. At 20, 40, and
That's
you're
a
dead.
knockout. Yep.
Grabbing yet another prize.
I will bring up my Beedrill. Draw for turn. I'll play Dratini. I'll play Good Manners. No basic.
Another Beedrill, Energy Arc.
I will be grabbing another Pineco. I'm
Alright.
going to play Energy Arc. I'm going to flip 2 coins.
Tails.
They're
Oh,
both tails anyways.
that's very sad.
That is very
Yeah,
sad.
lose.
Yeah, I'm going to go for triple poison here. And I still get a tails. So just 10 damage. Take that.
Hot Wheels. I think I'm in a situation where I need to make your Beedrill die. So I'm going to try and go for triple poison myself, I believe. Okay,
And you
I
get
get it. So 40 on the pass.
I will draw for turn. Okay. I will Erica.
Alright, I'm gonna draw 3 then.
I will evolve my Weedle into Kakuna. I will Erica again. I'm going to evolve Pineco into Fortress. I'm going to retreat the Beedrill and
Okay.
bring out Fortress. That'll put
Bringing
10 damage
in-
on my Fortress. And then I will attach a Grass Energy to Fortress. Also, I got to put the 10 damage on it. And I'll put a Gold Berry on Fortress.
Make the thing basically invincible.
I will pass to you. Poison damage
Okay.
just seeming too strong here.
I will play a Pineco. We'll evolve this Weedle. I'll put an energy on it. I'll play a Master Ball. Got another Pineco.
Full bench now.
Yeah, just with everything I really need anyway. I will go for the triple poison. And I get it.
And you do get it.
So now you're at 40
40
damage.
in between turns. So all of them get removed because of Goldberry. Then Goldberry gets discarded. Draw for turn. I'm gonna secret mission. Show me that hand.
Yes, get to look at the entire hand that I have here.
Jesus Christ. Playing Lieutenant Surge. And then I will discard a double gust and another double gust from my hand. And then I'll draw 2. I will. Okay, so I can still evolve my Kakuna into Beedrill. So I will do that. I will Energy Arc.
Nice. Got one.
Alright, got
Got
2.
2.
So we'll grab some Grass Energy here. I'm going to attach a Grass Energy to Fortress. And then I'm going to Rapid Spin
Going to
for 30. And then you choose one of your benched and switch it with your active, and then I do the same. You're bringing out the Spearow. Alright, I'm going to bring out my other Fortress.
10 damage on it.
Yep, put the 10 damage on it because of your spikes.
Draw for turn. Double evolve here. Build with fortresses here.
This is going to be a hard match for me to win now.
All this Kakuna into a Beedrill. And then we will bring in the bee.
Then I'll put
Who's
another
fighting for their
2
life.
damage. Yep.
I'm going to play an energy on this.
Okay.
And then I shall go for triple poison.
Okay.
Well,
Good
we
try.
live for this time. Yeah.
Alright, I draw for turn. I will Nightly Garbage Run, putting Dratini, Dark Dragonair, and Pineco from my discard into my deck. And then I will attach a Grass Energy to Beedrill. and then I will pass to you.
I shall draw for turn. Another energy on this fortress. And then I think I just gotta go for the triple poison again. Put a gold berry on this beedrill real quick. Then I'm just gonna elm. And this hand is basically the exact same hand I had before, so now I'm gonna go for the triple poison. Poison.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing. Alright.
Draw for turn. Your turn.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Guess I'll energy arc.
Glad to see that you're on it too. I mean, I knew you were from the
Yeah.
secret mission,
Heads.
but
And then I will play an energy card on the other fortress over here. Alright, now I'm gonna go for the triple poison again. Hope this time I actually get it. Yay!
do.
Finally.
Draw for turn. I will play a Pineco,
Oh!
and I will pass the turn, bringing me to lethal range.
Even with thinning out the deck, I still can't pull what I need. We will just pass the turn and let you die. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's the best thing to do.
Draw for turn. I'll just swing in for triple poison. Hope for a heads. I get the
Fuck!
heads.
Ah!
So even if
I'd
focus
be
bands, yeah, won't matter in the end.
draw for turn. Gotta start setting up. Bug. Alright, triple poison it is.
And you
Yay!
get it. Draw for turn. I will put down a Pineco.
Another one.
And then I will put a grass energy on the Pineco to the left.
The
And then
left
I
to the
will
left.
Elm. Oh, didn't get what I needed. I guess I'll go for my own triple poison here. I also get
Alright,
it.
you got it.
And
You're just
then I will
big.
pass, putting 3 counters on me.
Off return. I'm gonna retreat my bee and damage. 1 energy on the Weedle. Evolve it. And then I just let you die. Your turn.
Die I do.
Bringing out the bee.
I am bringing out the bee. The big bee. And I'll draw for
You
turn.
will get a prize card here if I die. You get the poison, I mean.
I will Dark Dragonair. I'm going to use Dark Dragonair to grab Fortress and attach Metal Energy to this Fortress over here.
Ah, no, not the Goldberry.
The Gold Berry! And then I will go for triple poison here.
That
And you're
does
dead.
get it, so I'm dead. Bringing in the bee.
Gold Berry's gone, but so are my damage counters.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack you.
And I got some stuff in here.
I guess I'll put the elm away. I guess that's like the best option.
Yeah, that seems like the best option to me.
A Kakuna, a bee. Yeah, I guess I go for triple poison then. God dang it.
Haha. Draw for turn. I will use Dark Dragonair again.
Alright.
Go for my
Assuming to
last
grab
fortress.
another fortress.
Yep, but I do have a Weedle, which I will put down.
Smoke Weedle every day.
Smoke Weedle every day. I think I'm fine where I'm at. I'll triple poison.
Yes.
Just 10.
Draw. I guess we're just gonna have to triple poison.
Seems pretty good. There you go.
Yes.
Draw for turn.
It's gonna be a long video for sure when you go to edit this.
I know. I will evolve my Weedle into Kakuna. I think I'll just go for triple poison. And I get it.
Did get it.
In between turns, my Beedrill dies. I'm also going to bring out my fortress here.
We'll draw for turn. Why not? I'm gonna play Lieutenant Surge, which will send my bee to the bench. And because I'm sending something from my hand into play, it doesn't get affected by any of your fortresses, because it
very
says
true.
bench only. And I shall send out the Spearow, and then I'll attach the grass energy to Spearow. You shall Whirlwind, which, if you have any bench Pokemon, you can choose one and swap it with your current one.
I'll bring out my Kakuna, I think. If I can't get the turn I need here, though, I'll probably just concede. But let's see what happens. So I'll draw for turn.
Alright.
I'll
Secret mission.
Secret mission. I'll get rid of 2 good manners, a Dratini,
Yep.
to draw 3. Okay, yeah, I didn't get it. Alright.
You're gonna concede?
Yeah, I can't win from here. I will be going
I'm assuming
first.
You're going
again.
first.
Yeah, I didn't get a basic.
That's cool with me. I'll draw 2 off that.
Alright, you ready to flip? 2 Weedles.
Double worm.
Draw for turn. I will Erica.
Alright, I will take that.
Good manners.
Let's see them hands. Rainbow energy.
Which I'm just gonna play both Good Manners because I'm just gonna put both of them on my bench. Is that cool?
Yeah, I assumed that's what you were going to do
Alright.
anyway.
Makes things easier. I will grab 2 Pineco, and then I will Elm. You know what? 3 Pineco. How about that? Unfortunately, can't play trainers for the rest of the turn, so I will pass it to you.
I shall draw for turn. Play Grass Energy, play a Master Ball, P7. I will then go for the Spike Stab. And I get it. So you take 30 damage.
Draw for turn. I have to do something, otherwise I'm dead here. So I will
Fine with
Erica.
that.
Draw 3. Alright, so this actually gets me out of it here. Drew into the Dark Dragonair.
Okay.
We're going to Good Manners.
Lots of things in there. I'm assuming you're grabbing the Weedle now.
I am grabbing the Weedle now, yes. I'll put it on my bench. And then I'm just going to use Dark Dragonair's Evolutionary Light to grab a
Yep.
Fortress. And then I will attach a Metal Energy to Fortress. I will just sit and wait, my friend.
I will Energy Arc.
So you got one head.
I just grabbed a Grass Energy, so that's what I got. I'm gonna evolve this Weedle on the bench.
Yep.
An energy on the Weedle on the bench. And then you shall try and kill your Dragonair. We're dead.
Yep.
How does it feel to die to a Weedle?
Feels alright. Draw for turn. I will
Big
evolve
body bitch.
my Weedle into Kukuna. We'll play an Energy Arc.
He gets a tails. And he gets a
One
head,
heads.
so he gets one
That's
energy.
fine. That's all I needed.
One
I'll grab a grass. While I'm here, I'll
Put it on
actually
your
play
cack.
a second Energy
Kana.
Arc.
Alright.
Alright, 2 tails on that one. That's
Cool.
fine. Wow, this card is great. 2 cards from hand to get 1 energy from deck. I'll play it on
Woo!
Fortress here. And then I will pass it to you.
And I will draw for turn. Now I have a big old angry bee. Now I'm going to double gust. I'm gonna bring out your pine cone. I feel like I should start killing them because they're annoying.
I'll bring out your Surge's Spearow.
Doesn't matter. It's gonna be Beedrill.
But now they both take 10 damage.
I was fine with this anyway. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but still, 10 damage.
Slap a gold berry on that bad boy, and then we shall go for knockout, I guess. All right, you just take 10 damage.
10 damage. Draw for turn. I'll evolve into Beedrill. Play
Jeez.
a Grass Energy on it. Go Professor Elm. I will Goldberry on my Fortress. And then I will pass the turn to you.
I'll draw for turn. Guess I'll put down this Weedle as well. Put down an energy. Double focus band up. Fortunately, I think I need to Elm. There's definitely stuff in my hand that I wanted to have, but
Oh, yeah. I can't play the Goldberry
why not?
because I Elmed.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
My bad.
Mulligan 7. Alright, that's a much better hand. Alright, I can evolve this Weedle because he was already down. Liz Fortress. Or not Fortress, that's a Pine Cone. And then I shall now go for the KO. You're dead.
And you get it? Yep. I will bring out my Beedrill.
I ain't scared of no bee.
Bee Busters. Draw for turn. Just as you focus banded up, I will Goldberry up. Attach another grass to Fortress. And then I will go for triple poison.
Boy, that hurts.
And you get rid of the Goldberry and you go back to 1. And now you'll be a big
yeah.
bee.
Draw 1. Down another Pineco. I'm gonna evolve that Pineco. Yeah, I guess this isn't a bad idea. I gotta retreat the bee. But bring in the Kakuna. And it takes 10. I'll put the other energy on there. I'm gonna evolve this Weedle. Then we shall secrete poison.
Alright, draw for turn. No, I'll pass, unfortunately.
I'll draw then. And then I'll evolve this other Pineco.
Yeah.
Then I will secrete poison.
The poison has been secreted. Well, this doesn't help me at all, but I will, boss's way. Oh yeah, I'm like slowed right now. I'm just gonna pass.
Guess what? I'm secreting poison.
Draw for turn. I'll evolve into Fortress. Pass.
Off return.
This is the worst mirror match. It's so awful.
Yeah, that's good enough. I was just waiting to get a Beedrill anyway. And here it is. So I have the advantage to potentially triple poison you. Ah!
And you do. So I'm just gonna become big and discard Goldberry. Let me draw for turn. I'll play Energy Arc.
Get 2 more tails. Alright, cool.
Alright, cool.
That's hot. That's hot. You love
I hate
that.
this. I hate this game. Yeah, fuck. I
You like
guess
to
I'll
die?
just pass. Whatever.
Would you like to attack?
I would like to attack. Yeah, I kind of forgot I had energy on it. I'll go for the triple
Mike,
poison.
you ruined your turn. No. Oh man, should have said no.
Well, no. Thank you
Alright.
for being courteous, because I totally. That's an oversight.
I think I gotta do the play where I sacrifice a bird.
Sacrifice the bird. Sacrifice the bird. And it takes 2.
That's fine. The bird is meant to die anyway.
The bird is meant to die. The bird is meant to
Yeah, it's your
die.
turn.
And I take 3 in between.
Yeah, so I mean,
Play
you can
Dratini.
stay in and die. Kill the bird with the bee. Birds and the bees, man. The birds and the bees.
True, true. I'm gonna go for the triple poison here. Praying for my life. Well, it was nice
Bird
knowing you.
lives. The bees die.
I'll bring out the big boy.
Anyway, I need your arc.
That is hot. That is hot.
I needed that energy, man. Guess I'll just sit here and do nothing.
Draw for turn. Play Dark Dragonair.
I thought that was in the deck. I thought you didn't have that.
I didn't have it in the
boss
deck. It was
ordered
in
you.
my hand. So I play the Weedle. I will Nightly Garbage Run for a Grass, a Kakuna, and a Beedrill. But I'm just going to use the Evolutionary Light on Dragonair to just grab the Kakuna back. I will pass.
You don't want to kill the bird?
Nah, because then one of my Pokemon's going to take damage.
Rocket sneak attack. Don't worry about it. Okay, I guess you get rid of your double gus. Still an option. You got a bee in hand as well. What the heck?
Yep.
You can't even do anything because you're just gonna rapid spin out no matter what if I swap into a bee.
Well, I mean, the good news is if you retreat, one of your
Goldberry.
Pokemon takes 2 damage.
Yeah, that's the great part. It's so great, in fact, that I'm not gonna do that. But you can do that.
No,
You can do that.
it's fine. By all means,
You can
do that.
retreat. You can retreat and take.
No,
That's
no,
fine. I mean,
no,
I'm
no.
actually gonna be such a great guy and just give you the turn now.
Oh wow,
If you want to
thanks.
if you want to rapid spin and then bring in something to take 20 damage, that's fine. Also kill my bird.
I will evolve into that thing. Whatever. I'll use Evolutionary Light.
What are you grabbing?
I guess I'll grab a Kakuna. Yeah, it's really crazy because it's like this deck has so much gas in it, but in the mirror match, it's like almost half the deck feels like it's not good anymore.
You can't do anything. It's such a stalemate.
It's so ridiculous. I'll pass.
God dang it! Kill my bird. All right,
Kill the
finally,
bird.
Erica.
I'll take an Erica.
I'm gonna play this first.
No, you got the metal energy on there.
I don't feel like I need anything in my hand, so I'm gonna Elm now. And then you can look at my bird some more. Pretty nice looking, isn't it?
I'll
Are we loving this game of basically chicken on like who gets to come in and get hurt first?
Yeah, it's pretty great. I'll use Dark Dragonair, grabbing a Beedrill. I'm gonna use a Master Ball. I didn't get anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna use a Master Ball. Haha, I
get
got
anything
something this
again.
time. I got the Weedle.
A Weedle!
Weedle, Weedle, Wee. Play the Weedle. I think I'm gonna attach it to Beedrill here. I guess. Yeah, I'll play into your hand. Sure, I'll kill the bird.
Alright, according to the thing, if opponent has any bench Pokemon, I choose one. Yeah, I'm gonna choose IB. And also since you swap during that, your Pokemon takes 20.
Which is the other reason why I didn't really want to put the metal energy on my bee, but it is what it is. Not the metal energy, the rainbow. Alright, and then let me take my prize real quick, and then I'll pass it to you.
Draw for turn. Erica, would you like to draw 3 cards?
No, I'm good.
I insist. Play Grass Energy on this fortress over here. Would you look at that? Bird 2.0's in. I guess we will just go for the triple poison. God dang it.
And I still take the 1, though. Draw for turn. I'll evolve the
think it might
Weedle
be.
into Kakuna, and I will triple poison. Aha!
Damn it. Oh, fuck you, the bird's in again.
The bird is back.
Draw for turn. Put the energy on the bird. Play a Pineco. What do you have to say? Bird is the word. Get whirlwinded out, nerd.
I'll just bring out my Kakuna. Draw for turn. Of course, you know I have the bee. I will put a focus band on the bee. Professor Elm. Play an energy on the bee. And triple poison. Take that.
Draw for turn. Let's try and do Bill's teleporter.
Okay.
Didn't matter. Get whirlwind out, nerd.
So I'll take the 10. And then I'm just going to change out these here. Draw for turn. We'll attach a grass energy to Beedrill. Now we'll triple poison.
Okay.
10 damage.
The bird can do some other things. Come on, bird. Give me a head and do 40 damage. Kill this bee. God damn it.
I will simply triple poison. And I get it this
Okay, the
time.
bird's dead. Bring in the bee. We're gonna nightly garbage run. Grabbing a grass, a bee, and bird. Guess we'll go for a triple poison. I don't. Damn it.
Draw for turn. Triple poison. Huzzah.
Damn. Drop return. Got another bee. Alright, gold berry on this bee. Alright, bee. Give me a heads. I hate you, bee. Alright, so I go down to 20 damage.
Wait, no, the math is wrong, though, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I was at 5.
Yeah, you were at
Right.
5, so you'd go to 1, and then you'd add 3.
Yeah, okay. Well, bee, you were worthless, and now you're gonna die anyway. I shouldn't
Draw
have done
for
that.
turn. I'll attach a grass to the benched bee, and then I will triple poison,
Oh, it
which,
didn't matter.
yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
In comes the other bee.
Okay.
Alright, draw for turn. Put down another worm and another bug.
Oh, god damn.
Bagworm, dude. Actually, wait, I don't need that guy. That guy can put another energy on this fortress, and then I just kill you. Complete it. I don't even have to flip. You're just
Yeah, I'm just dead. Bring out
bringing
the
out
bee.
the bee.
Alright, draw for turn. Otherwise, I don't particularly need it. I will triple poison.
Yay!
Take that.
Alright, my turn. Draw for turn. Now we have another. And then going to Master Ball. Grab another bee. Alright, I'm gonna stab you in the face. Yes!
Evolve into fortress. And then I will triple poison.
Ah,
yes.
damn. Alright.
And then I'm also dead.
I will nightly garbage run, grabbing me a. Oh, I'll play as a bee. That way I just know I have to be. I'll grab grass and yeah, just 3 grass energies. Play this 1 energy on this bee drill. I'm going to do what we call a pro gamer move, and that's when we really struggle here.
The proest of gamer moves struggle.
I gotta bring in the other bee. That bee takes 3. Here we go for the triple poison. Yes.
Draw for turn. I will pass, I guess, which will kill the Dark Dragonair.
Yep, grab my prize card. Big old fortress. Yep, I shall draw for turn. Play an energy on Pineco. And then I will go for. I guess I'll triple poison. Alright, nothing happens.
Draw for
Yep,
turn.
45 turns. God dang.
Oh, yeah, this has been a long game, too. I mean, I have to do something here. I have to try to rapid spin, even if it's going to do damage to me. It's just rapid spin is so bad in the mirror match.
I will play the other energy on this Pineco. And then I will sit here and pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Yeah, I'm going to concede.
You're gonna concede again?
Yeah, I can't win from here.
What do you have in your hand?
A
Like a huge
whole
hand.
lot, but a whole lot of nothing.
All I could really say is you could have double gusted, like, and chose, like, I mean, stuck in a fortress anyway. You just
Yeah,
double
exactly.
gust
So it
out.
doesn't matter what I double gust up.
You double up, gust up, like,
Your
Pineco
fortress
or
and then just
something, I
stall.
guess. I mean, I would have brought out, like, the pine cone, maybe. I guess I had the energy in hand. I mean, you could have set up the other pine cone to, like, retreat
I could have,
or even
but
attack.
I think after losing the second B drill, it was pretty downhill. I don't really think there was much I could have done to win from this position. I mean, I'm not upset about it or anything.
I mean, I didn't have much going on in my hand either.
Yeah,
I couldn't use the double
this
gust.
is
They were basically worthless in this matchup.
Yeah, this is the matchup where like all that really matters is
What was
board
my
presence.
last prize card? It was a fortress. I was looking for that.
No, but I can see you used your Ditto on a metal energy, which makes sense.
I did.
I kind of figured that if you got a Ditto, that would probably be your call, especially with Fortress being such a good deck. I think you piloted the deck a lot better than I did, but
I'd say I got a bit luckier, is what it was.
Yeah, I mean this is a very luck-based coin flippy format, as most of the early formats
especially
are.
the decks we're running, and I definitely set up the fortresses a lot faster than me, but that also was kind of your downfall here because they were such dead weight.
Yeah, well, because
That's
it's
why I
like
did not bring 4.
yeah, if it wasn't the mirror match, then like I played 4 double gust, so it's like I could. I mean, I originally I was gonna play the warp points instead, since I would get to choose which Pokemon I would bring out. And I think
But then that
in
would
the
let
mirror
me
match, warp
choose what I
points are
wanted.
definitely better.
Yeah. I was definitely thinking that when I was looking at the Gus. I was like, man, I wish I had Warp Point, but like, then you just get a stalemate that way as well.
Yeah, I think if I had warp point, this might have ended differently. So I think this was more like, I mean, we were both playing double Gus, so there's not really like it's
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, because we weren't fully anticipating a mirror match.
Yeah, exactly. Like I kind of figured you would be on either Fortress or Speed Drill, but I didn't think you'd be on both like I was.
Yeah.
Really wish I was playing the Iggly buffs. That would have helped out a bit, I think. Otherwise, yeah, it was a good match. It was long, but it was good.
Oh yeah, have fun editing this one.
Yeah, I know, for real.
2
I
matches, and I feel like it lasted longer than most of ours that were 3.
yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching this ridiculously long mirror match here. And if you did,
I
show
feel
some
like
support by
this
subscribing.
is that one episode people are like, "Dear God, what am I watching?"
Yeah,
It's
literally.
just too long and drawn out.
Next time, we will be opening, what is it, Neo Revelation? Some interesting stuff in there. We get some dark Pokemon support in the form of, what is it called? Like Rocket's Hideout or something? A new stadium card.
Yep.
There's some more consistency cards that we get to help out evolution decks. There's some more tech cards to help remove tool cards, as well as the biggest new tool card that'll likely see play in whatever deck we build moving forward, which is the Balloon Berry, which is the original version of Air Balloon
Yep.
and all these other free retreat tool cards that we see. And it is just as good now as it is in the future. So, see you
Other
next
than doing
time.
this deck.